All right, this is lesson 100 of 5th grade Excel. 5th grade Excel, lesson 100, calculating a decimal answer in division problems when zeros needed to be added to the right of the dividend. Solving word problems involving decimals. Zeros can be added to the right of the decimal without changing the value of the number. So the number 7 is the same thing as 7.0, 7.00, 7.000. 3.2 is the same thing as 3.20. 3.200, 3.20000, put as many zeros as you want to on there, right? 3.2 is not equal to 3.02. Notice that zero is being sandwiched in between the decimal point and a number, not on the outside of the numbers. You can put zeros out here all you want to. You can't put them between the decimal point and some number besides a zero. It says any additional zeros must be to the right not only of the decimal but also to the right of any non-zero digits, which is what I just explained to you. Before, if there was a remainder with a division problem, it was shown next to the quotient with an R. From now on, unless the check answer shows a remainder, add zeros to the right of the decimal and continue dividing. So the problem 5 divided by 2 becomes 5 divided by 2. Instead of getting 2 remainder 1, what you're going to do is divide with a decimal point 0, bring that 0 down to join with the 1, and then you do 2 goes into 10 5 times. 2.5 times 2 is 5.0. That shows you that it comes out to be the same as that, and your answer is probably correct. 7 divided by 4 becomes 7 divided by 4. Notice that they added a couple of zeros. You can add as many as you need to out there until you have no remainder when you're dividing. So 7 divided by 4, help me out here, studio audience.
It goes in there 1.
7 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times 4 is?
4.
Come on. 7 minus 4 is?
3.
3. And bring down the?
0.
Where did that 0 come from? The problem just said 7 divided by 4. Right? We can add on those zeros, can't we, for free, okay? So the 0 comes down. 30 divided by what?
28.
30 divided by? 4, good, is equal to? 7. 7 times 4 is? 28. Come on, you guys. And then you subtract and get what?
20.
No.
2.
2. Bring down the?
0.
Good. And now what division problem are we doing?
20 divided by 4.
20 divided by 4, which is?
5.
5. So you get the answer of 1.75 instead of 1 remainder 3. Because most of you can tell by looking at that, the 7 divided by 4 is 1 remainder 3. Right? We're not going to get 1 remainder 3. We're going to get 1.75. 1.75 times 4 is 7. And that matches up with that, so you can feel reasonably sure about your answer. All right, check each division problem with multiplication. The number of decimal places in the product should be the same as the number of places in the problem. That means that when you check the answer down here, don't forget that you count the spots on the right side of the decimal and that there's the same number in the answer as there is in the problem. Okay, you will need to add zeros to the right of the decimal. Do not put a decimal in the partial products. Alrighty, here we go. 8 into 14. So what am I going to do here?
That goes in there 1 time.
Got to put that decimal point with maybe some zeros out there first, right? 8 goes into 14 how many times?
1.
1 times 8?
8.
14 minus 8?
6.
6. What do I need to write up on that top line?
Decimal.
A decimal, right? Because we got to hold that spot and bring the 0 down. 8 goes into 60 how many times?
7.
Okay, everybody should be doing this on their paper at home. Right along with us. 7 times 8 is?
56.
56. 60 minus 56 is?
40.
Okay, what am I going to do now?
Bring down the 0.
Bring down another 0. 8 goes into 40 how many times? 5. 5 times 8 is?
40.
40, and you get no remainder, so we're done bringing down zeros. If you had another number here, you'd add another 0 and bring it down. Just keep going until you get a remainder of 0 down at the very bottom. So we check it by doing 1.75 times 8. Help me out here. 5 times 8?
40.
7 times 8?
56.
Plus 4?
60.
1 times 8?
8.
Plus 6?
14.
14. Notice there's two numbers here, two numbers there, and 14 matches up with 14, so we can feel pretty confident about our answer. All right, you're going to do 4, 5, and 6. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready to see the solution. Here we go, studio audience. Help me out now. 5 goes into 19 how many times?
3 times.
3 times 5 is?
15.
And you get a remainder of?
4.
4. Now remember, we don't want to have remainder answers. We want to have decimal answers. So what do I have to add on to this 19 up here?
Decimal 0, 0.
Decimal 0. Let's just try 1 0 for right now. See if that helps. Bring the 0 down. Don't forget to put the decimal on the top. 5 goes into 40. How many times? 8. Does it go in evenly?
Yes.
8 times 5 is 40. We could put that down here if we wanted to, but we know it's going to be 0. So then we're going to do what to check it?
3.8
3 times 5. 8 times 5?
40.
Carry the 4.
15, 16, 17,
19. One spot over in both places. So since that matches up with this, we can feel pretty good about it. 6 goes into 45. How many times?
9. Nope.
7.
Yeah,
6 times 7?
42.
Subtract and get?
3.
Okay, do I write remainder 3?
No.
Nope. I have to do what?
Add zeros.
Decimal 0. Decimal up here. Okay, bring the 0 down. 6 goes into 30 how many times? 5. Goes in exactly, right? So you do 7.5 times 6, and you should get the same thing that we have right up here. Okay, 4 into 37, how many times?
9. 8.
9 times 4 is?
36.
Subtract and get?
10. Oh, 1.
Should I just write remainder 1?
No.
Decimal point?
0.
0, okay? Bring down the?
10.
0. Good. 4 goes into 10, how many times? Oh, don't forget the decimal point up there. 2 times. 2 times 4 is?
8.
10 minus 8?
2.
Remainder 2, right?
No.
No, add another 0. Bring that down. 4 goes into 20, how many times?
5.
5. And 5 times 4 is 20. So we're going to do 9.25 times 4, 20, 10, 36, 37, 2 spots, and it matches, so we can feel good about our answer there. All right, now we're going to do some problems that are maybe not involving multiplication, could be. But go ahead and pause the video, do numbers 7 and 8, then turn it back on when you are ready for the solutions. Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Wesley has a piece of rope that is 30.4 feet long. He wants to cut it into 4 equal pieces to make jump ropes. How long will each jump rope be? So we're taking this big piece and cutting it up. What kind of a problem is that if I'm cutting something up? Division, right? So we're going to put 30.4 and divide that into 4 pieces. How many times is 4? Don't forget the decimal point straight up. How many times is 4 going to 30?
7.
7 times 4 is?
28.
Subtract and get?
2.
Bring down?
4.
4 goes into 24.
6.
So the answer is?
7.6.
6 what?
Feet.
Feet. Good. Number 8, Ella drove 8.8 miles to the store, 2.3 miles to the bank, 9.1 miles to the bakery, and then 6.0 miles home. How far does she drive in all? What am I going to do on this one? Add. Good. Okay, so we put 8.8, 2.3, 9.1, and 6.0. 8, 3, and 1. What does that add up to? 12. Good. Decimal point straight down. We have a 10 there. We have a 15 there.
26.
What's 25 plus 1 is 26. There we go. 26.2 what?
Miles.
Beautiful. All right, you're going to do these two. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready to see the solution. Jonah has 7 fish tanks that each hold 4.9 gallons of water. How many gallons of water can he put in all the fish tanks? What kind of a problem is this?
Multiplication.
Good. 4.9 times 7. 9 times 7.
Oh, 23.
Come on. 63. 4 times 7
28.
plus 6.
32.
28 plus 6.
Oh, 34.
34. 34.3 what?
Gallons.
Gallons. And number 10, George caught 3 fish that weighed 2.4, 4.8, and 3.7 pounds. How many pounds of fish did he catch? What kind of a problem is this?
Addition.
Good. 2.4, 4.8, 3.7. Help me out. 15, 19, right? 7 and 3 more makes 10. 10.9 what?
LBS.
LBs. All right, last two. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready for the solutions.
Addition.
Sarah bought 3 bananas. How much more does the heaviest banana weigh than the lightest banana? What am I going to do for that?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. How much is the heaviest banana?
7.7 ounces.
Good. And the lightest?
3.1.
Excellent. Subtract and get?
4.6.
4.6 what?
Ounces.
Awesome. It takes Paula 6.8 seconds to swim across the pool. How long will it take her to swim across the pool 8 times? What am I going to do?
Multiplication equals
6.8 times 8, right? It kind of tells you that right there, doesn't it?
64.
64, carry the 6. 6 times 8?
48.
Plus 6?
35. 54.
54. 54.4 what? Seconds. Alrighty. Have a wonderful day.